you ever have one of those mornings where you just feel like you're dragging, just woke up on the wrong side of the bed? That's me this morning, and it's 11 o'clock, and I still feel like I got up on the wrong side of the bed. I don't know why. I slept pretty well. I think going to bed at 1 o'clock when I typically don't do that, and then being awoken by screaming bunkmates about somebody saying things and they won't stop saying things and they scream stop, and that's how you wake up. It just throws off your whole morning, at least for me. Amy's at a meeting with one of her friends talking about a project. She took Promi, so it's very quiet here this morning, which is nice. I should be doing amazing things with this quiet house, but I'm not. So I'm going to get started now and try to be productive. There's always that pull between schedule and what am I passionate about doing right at this moment. A lot of times they don't match up. Do I really want to do client work right now? I don't, but that's what's on my schedule. Should I obey the schedule or obey my heart? I think that's where discipline comes in. I'm going to do what I need to do rather than what I want to do at this very moment. So, client work it is. Time for another business phone call. This is the exact same client that I called maybe 55 days ago. I think I'm having the exact same conversation, just with an underling who's been assigned me. I talked to the boss person, gave them all the information, and now I'm going to repeat myself to this person. Just trying to find out if they're going to renew. It's already 3 months late. If you're ever paying for a service and you don't pay for 3 months, generally they cut you off, you know, after a few warnings and saying, hey, we can't continue to extend credit for 3 or 4 months. But I don't think I've ever cut off someone's website. Again, it just, I see it as almost a friendship. I'd hate for that to happen to me. And hopefully by extending this kindness, I'll build up some points and they'll renew and pay. It's all stupid. I should just say, hey, look, the cutoff date was January 1st. I can't afford to keep things up for free, so we're going to be closing things down. I might go that path, but for now I kept them up. They've been a client since, let's see, it's been about 9 years. This is a 9-year client. So I do grant them some flexibility on this, and hopefully they'll continue. What happens is after nearly a decade of existence, leadership changes and you're just constantly trying to reintroduce yourself to the new leadership and re-explain why you were hired in the first place. So here we go. Let's call. Hey, this is Andy Gaskin. We did a lot of video work, panel discussions, videotaping those events around the state. That moved to website development. So it sounds like from the direction you're talking about, it might be best just to take everything, the whole project, from technical and finding someone that you're comfortable with to manage it on a day-to-day basis. Sure, goodbye. That was the type of call where I knew basically death was imminent and I'm not going to really dance around the issue. They already have it in their mind that they wanted. When they start requesting things like the domain name, I know they just want to take over the project internally or whatever, and I'm going to be as helpful as possible. When we start nitpicking the $10 per year or however much it costs to renew a domain name, I know things are pretty much over and I don't need to be talking to these folks if they're worrying about $10 a year. So. Yes, Promi?
Yeah?
Maybe I'm too emotional about my business relationships, but it just feels like if I sense the disrespect, I have a real problem doing business with certain people. For example, with this particular client, and there's a lot of good clients out there. I worked with some of my good clients today. Everybody is enjoying their work, everybody's getting paid. I outsource some work so other people are getting paid and helping their families out. It's a wonderful thing. But this non-paying client who I've been trying to see if they're going to renew, this is dating back maybe 4 months, 4 or 5 months. And I haven't shut off their website or anything. I'm just waiting to see, hoping that they'll renew. So 3 months have gone by with no payment, and this new person who's been tasked, they've been tasked with website vendor management. And she was upset that I haven't been as responsive as she would like. And I had to tell her in so many words, This group isn't even a paying client. I mean, what are you hoping for here? And she's asking, well, what are all your email addresses and what are all your phone numbers? And I'm saying, you have them. You have them. You have my phone number, you have my email addresses. I don't think she understood.
Where is it?
Dear Daddy!
I don't know. I don't know anything about it yet. You just go to a doctor and they'll help you with the poison.
Me on the cable. No cable.
I've got some pent-up aggression, frustration. I'm gonna go for a walk, blow off some steam. So what happened to Punky Brewster's parents?
Dad abandoned. Dad walked out, and Mom left her in the shopping center. And then there's this whole episode with the caseworker, and they went to court so that the guy could get custody.
Wow, that's
he had to go, and he had to go through training to get to be certified as foster parent.
Surprisingly relevant.
Yep. If anybody says the new Ghostbusters is tarnishing the old one, needs to watch Ghostbusters 2 again.
Baba.